Hey everybody, Gears here, and my gosh, what a nightmare these rockers have been. So as pointed out by one of the commenters, and thank you, this is chip guard essentially. It acts like hot glue when you get it hot. It gets all gummy up. I've hit it with 25, 40 grit over on this side. Barely dented it. Acetone won't attack the top layers, but I did use acetone in the final steps here to good success. I wish I never touched them in the first place. Left them alone if I had known what I was in for. Oh my gosh. However, I am going to recreate this one. I'll take a tracing of this one before I destroy that, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to destroy it rather than the other option. Take a tracing, and then I'll be able to flip it over, get myself a sheet of clear vinyl, and attach it. But these rockers are getting covered in silver vinyl per the design that I'm doing. So it'll just be an accent underneath that if I bother at all. I do need to get that shape though, that is critical. I know just about where it goes, just off the edge, so as long as I line that up there and line up this long length here along with there, it'll be exactly where it would have been from the factory. Car vinyl is about 3 millimeters thick, and this is probably 1 or 2 at least, and it's probably worn down over the years as well. So I'm not worried about replacing it. Getting rid of it was a nightmare straight out of Satan's cancerous colon. Holy cow. Over weeks, if not months now, I had been attacking this now and then, and it was so infuriating. I was spending hours at a time and not getting too far except making it messier. Even now, the other day, it's probably about a final hour and a half to finally get rid of it all. I started off with some 100 grit that I had on hand, barely making a dent. Switched over to the Makita. The 220 is the lowest I've got there, and as you can see, it really just gums it up and sludges it around. Went back to the 100 grit, back and forth. Tried acetone. Didn't do too much initially. Then I got the heat gun. My big fear would be that I would be warping the part. However, that never came to pass. So consequently, with the heat gun, slowly over time, I was able to get through the top layers of the gunk, and then finally the paint, and then it was just about gone. And then for the final bits of the little stragglers that were everywhere, that was acetone plus that metal scraper right there. I started off with the plastic scraper, thinking I do not want to damage this, and plastic on plastic essentially won't. Metal on plastic, you can gouge stuff, and I did wind up gouging stuff. However, I did sand it out. Initially, I started gouging stuff. After that, I got better at it. So I'm not too worried about taking this off. The other option is to leave it on and mask it off. Putting any paint over this would be useless because the surface might even just kick it off itself, being a vinyl and not a urethane. But it's going to fail over time, guaranteed. So the only other option is to leave it, mask it off as is, and call it original paint job as opposed to the new paint job. And these are getting covered with silver anyway. Didn't I already say that? Did we just loop around to where we were? So this is finally all gone, right down to the surface. Holy cow. There's no more tack left. This piece, apart from some scratches right in there, this piece is pretty much ready to be primered. And it's on to this guy. I guess I will have to take it down, and knowing that the heat gun is probably going to be the best option, I'm going to start at this corner and just work my way across. I tell you, when I started, I don't know, I picked this corner, I think it was, and barely getting anywhere for so long. Wow, yeah. So if you yourself are facing doing this, don't mask it off. Leave it original. The paint will fail if you put paint on it, whether it's the next day, whether it's a year or 2 years later. It's going to crack and it's going to fail. So even though it always takes more time, if you're going to do it right. Or at least as right as you can. Thanks for watching. See ya.